everyone, welcome to the G3 Boardroom. Today we are talking about Unearth. Now, if you saw our playthrough of Unearth, it was unique in that it's a competitive game and there was a lot of talking. At this point, I don't even care if the talking was good or bad. We could have been like insulting each other's mothers, but usually in a competitive game, it's like we're not saying anything. So we're making progress here.
I like it. There's enough randomness with the dice being rolled. I like how the cards come into play and can impact that. I got lousy cards this time, though. All my cards were like add +1 or -1 to the roll or re-roll excavation dice. You guys had some good cards that did some good stuff, but I had a bummer of a draw on that. There's enough variety in it at the end of the game as well, where you have different things that you could possibly end up with as the last ruin to actually go for. We ended up with the one that's -4 points, but look at this dude. This dude's +7 points.
Yeah, so
that would have decided the game right there.
What we're doing is we're trying to collect these ruins here.
I think it might have even been enough for you to win.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Yes. So, yeah, you're trying to pick up all these. And, I mean, the artwork on these are kind of cool. I mean, it looks, pretty. I like these little guys.
It's simple,
these little,
but it's elegant.
Little cute little guys right there.
Go ahead.
So so you're trying to collect these, and you get these. They give you points, and you're trying to collect these other layers of cards. Every time you take a turn, you have some opportunity to get some points somewhere. And at the end, once all these have been collected by everyone, then the game's over, and you tally up your points. And what Jason was referring to is you got these, little delver cards that come out along the way, and they do things like give you pluses to your die rolls. And
gotta do something better than the ones I had. Next D6 roll gets +2. That's nice.
Oh, only if you roll. Oh, okay, on a D6. Okay, so you're rolling, a variety of dice. You've got a D6, 4, and 8, and there's some mechanics in it. If Dave and I are both vying for a card and we both roll 6s, if he rolls it on a D6 and I roll it on a D8, he gets it. Or
there's two things in this game I really, really enjoy. There's some strategy in terms of when and which die you roll and when you roll it and which card you place on. But I also like the idea that no matter what you roll, you're going to get something out of it. This is not one of those games where it's all or nothing.
Unless you roll a 4.
No, even then, if you put a die on a card, even if you don't claim the card, you're going to get a special card out of it. So you always get something every time you roll the dice. It may not be immediate, but you will get something. So you never feel like you wasted a turn, you wasted a roll. Even though it might not be optimal, you still will get something out of your roll, which I appreciate. So you never feel like, well, I don't want to make a turn or take a turn because I can't get anything. There's no point. You always can. There's some strategy involved. Even collecting which color tokens you want. A big variety there because that's going to impact which kind of wonders you can collect. And so it's not a deep strategy game, but there's enough strategy there to keep you thinking.
There's a lot of different ways to score points. Yes. And it's kind of a lot to keep in mind. But I mean, on the other hand, there's a lot of ways to stumble onto scoring points too as you go along. I mean, what was the point spread in the game that we played? Dave won with 34.
I had 34, 32.
And I had 28.
Like 12 or something.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first time I've ever played it. I had no clue what I was going. And I played my Delver cards wrong a bunch of times. And I forgot that people could steal your cards when you're putting dice on them. So actually, you guys should be embarrassed for only beating me by 2 and 6 points.
I'll take the embarrassing win.
Yes.
They don't ask how you did it. They just ask how many.
I enjoy this one. There's a lot of variety in the different wonders. There's a lot of variety in how the strategy and going about winning the game. And I mean, I think I won because you guys both said, you didn't realize that I was taking all the green cards.
Yeah.
And the more you have one color, the multiple points you get. So
we're pretty stupid, and you took advantage of that. So. Can't say it was wrong. I mean, that's just another lesson for life right there. But no, you put out 5 of these cards, you say, to start?
Number of players +2.
Number of players +2. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 of these cards. So playing with 3 people, you end up with 5 out there. There's a whole bunch you don't see. That's just a lot of extra variety as well. These is not a lot of extra variety. I like variety.
So these are like the end. So these are just your basic cards, but this
Yep.
at the end, one of these cards comes
Yeah,
out,
one of those 5.
Yeah.
and that's like a super
The end
card.
game
Yeah, the
piece,
end game
right.
piece.
Or it
And
could be a real negative
in the
card.
one we played,
It's
yeah,
the Voldemort card.
yeah, this one was subtract 4 points. So whoever got stuck with that last one, but heck, if this one would have come out, it's worth the 7 extra
Absolutely, what a
points.
game changer.
Yeah, it
If you would have gotten that, like I said, you would have won. If I would have gotten
Yeah.
it, I would have won. You know, it was a game changer. You know, but then again, how much you beat me by? You beat me by 2.
2 points.
Okay, so if that one wasn't there, you would have beat me by 6 points. If this one was there, I would have beat you by 1. And that would have been embarrassing. But instead, I lost and you won, and I have to suffer that humiliation.
You know what I even like about this game?
See, we got
Is,
nice dice.
I do like the dice. They're kind of like not textured by feel, but visually kind of
Oh, nice.
textured. I like that. You know, it's not just a solid color.
And again, one last thing I want to say about this game is that it's one of those quick, easy strategy games where you pull it out 30, 45 minutes max, and
Yeah.
But
Everybody
it-
knows what they're doing. You're going to cut through it
right, and
in
it's
a
just
hurry.
it's a simple strategy game that you could play in less than an hour, and it's a lot of fun.
It does seem like there's a robust amount of mechanics too. Because when you were explaining it before we did our playthrough, I'm usually lost before playing these games, but I was felt particularly lost at the beginning of this one. I was like,
mind
okay. Look, I mean, once you start playing, it's not that difficult. But since there are multiple ways to score, and on these, the scoring, different sets are different, points. It's easy to get overwhelmed by all the math. But if you take it step by step and just go through, it's not that difficult. Even the Delver cards. I got
Pretty
five.
basic. It's really
I got 5
RTFC.
Delver cards, and there's only there's 3 of one kind and 2 of another. So that, they're different.
There's
but not
maybe
all
6 or
different.
7 different ones in a stack of 30.
Yeah,
So yeah, there's a lot of duplicates in there, but it's really RTFC. Read what's on the card, and you're just fine. You don't got to. It's not open to interpretation. It is what it is. So.
Yeah. I just wish that they was a little bit faster to get these, bonuses to, get these little extra.
well, I think
points
that comes on the
them.
strategy because a lot of us were going straight for the ruins as opposed to trying to get lower numbers to collect those tokens.
A lot of us. There's 3 here, and 2 of you guys are doing this.
And ironically, you're the one who ended up with 5 green. None
Why
of us had
no?
5 of one color.
You guys came out right out of the gun. I'm rolling my D8. I'm like, okay, I guess we're going for the ruins immediately.
Yeah.
So he beat us at our own games. Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. He had better rolls than we did. I rolled a lot of 4s. Don't listen to him. 4 is useless in this game.
I didn't say. I said some are less optimal. A 4 is very on the
Pretty
lower
much everything's suboptimal to a guy who rolls constant 8s on a D8. Oh, look at 8. Oh, look at 8.
Yeah.
Oh, look at 8.
Yeah.
Hey, you should get a 1.
Yeah.
I like this one. It's simple, but
Isn't there a different version of this as well?
not that I know of.
Not that you know of? I thought there was.
If anyone
That's on
knows
me.
of one, let us know. 'Cause we'd like to
Absolutely.
play it.
Good game. Pick it up.
Thanks for
recommend it.
watching. Thanks for to our subs and to anyone else who clicked on this video. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out our playthrough. The link will be in the description or probably under the suggested. Thanks.